Hey, what's up everyone? Back for another NBA video for today, just because I had some free time and the video that I posted like earlier this morning, a lot has changed with the injury news that we have received a couple hours ago, so thought I might as well just give you guys my updated picks via YouTube. So let's get into it. You can drop a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already. The biggest news obviously is Joel Embiid is out, which we knew he was questionable earlier this morning, so we could have expected that. But Drew Holiday being out is definitely going to shake up the slate a little bit on the Pelicans, just because you have so much more value there. Makes Josh Hart even more of a better play. It makes like Lonzo a great play. Even you could go JJ Redick, Etuan Moore. They still have a lot of bodies, but missing their best player, just everybody else is going to have to pick up the usage, the highest usage guy on the team, him and Ingram. But yeah, that's definitely going to be a really good spot to go. Only concern you could have is that this game could turn into a blowout, but we are not in the business to predict blowouts. I mean, a lot of people thought the Nuggets game last night would have been a blowout, but the Suns forced overtime and they hung right there. So anything can happen on any day with two teams playing. So I don't really like to predict blowouts unless it's completely obvious. But a point guard here, I still like Russell Westbrook. I think he's fine at 9,100, but I find it very tough not to have Ben Simmons at 86. He's definitely going to be my guy. Without Joel Embiid last season, he absolutely dominated. His Draftkings points per minute take a big bump. We don't have any sample size this season because it's only been like one game and the Embiid hasn't missed. And Josh Richardson and Al Horford are new players. But Simmons will get a bump in usage, will get a bump in rebounding, and he's definitely a walking triple-double. And last game he didn't have any blocks or steals, but he still put up 45. Facing off against this Detroit team, very bad against guards. I mean, who are they going to throw on him? They have nobody really to defend Ben Simmons. He should be able to get to the rim at will. So got to go Ben Simmons at the point. At shooting guard, still going to be James Harden. He's going to be the star that I pay up for. I'm expecting a monster game out of him. Hopefully he can get to 60 plus. I'm expecting maybe close to 70. We know when he gets hot shooting the ball, he can just go on a tear where he puts up like 35, 40 points. He's still going to rack up assists, rebounds. He just does everything on the court. Still not a very high price tag on him. And, if Drew Holiday was playing this game, he would be guarding James Harden. And Holiday is one of the better defensive guards in the league. So now whoever they throw on him is nowhere near going to be able to keep up with Harden. They might throw like Etuan Moore on him if he starts, or Josh Hart. James Harden should be able to do whatever he wants at 10-2. So going with those two guys. At small forward, you got your pick of the Sixers here. You got like Tobias Harris at 6,200. His price tag was already cheap, and now without Embiid, it's even a better play. If you want to go up to Brandon Ingram, I don't mind it at 69. And you can still go with, I don't mind like Oubre still, even though I probably won't get there with the Sixers value. So you could go there, but I'm still going to go Josh Hart just because 3,600. He's going to see more minutes tonight. Should see probably 30 plus minutes. Without Holiday, he's been pretty solid in a Pelicans uniform, and they're going to need him out there because they don't have a ton of bodies at the guard position. They still have a lot of like backups, like Frank Jackson, Alexander Walker, but I'm expecting Hart, who was like the first guy off the bench in the first couple games, to soak up a lot of the extra usage and minutes from Holiday being out. Power forward, you can still go, like I said, you could play Tobias Harris there. You could play Brandon Ingram. Still go cheap if you want with like Belicia. So lots of options to go at power forward. At center, I originally had Miles Turner. I think he's still a fine play, but it's going to be hard for me not to play Al Horford. I'm expecting the Sixers to go small in this game. They probably will start like Matisse Thybulle and probably move Al Horford to the 5. That's just my guess because Horford, really good defensive player. If you thought it's still going to be a tough matchup for Drummond. Al Horford is not a slack. He's been very good defensively over his career. And if Horford starts at center for Embiid, he's going to get a ton more rebounds than 2 rebounds. He should have a good chance to get a double-double. He's a really good defensive player, like I said, to rack up blocks and steals. And 58 is too cheap for a guy that should see over 30 minutes and will benefit probably the most without Embiid if he slides over to the center position. Next up at guard, we have still liking the same guy that I had earlier. That is $4,900 for Josh Richardson. Just really, really cheap. I'm expecting Josh Richardson to hopefully return 7x to 8x value. I'm looking for him to put up 35 to 40 DraftKings points. $4,900 is just too cheap of a price tag. Really, really cheap. He also does play backup point at times. Good chance to rack up some assists. He's just a good overall player. Will probably chip in a little bit in all aspects, and they're going to need every Sixer player that's out there is going to benefit. Without Embiid getting all the rebounds, without Embiid taking like 15 to 25 shots a game. So I like all the Sixer starters. I will do my best to have at least 3 to 4 Sixers players in here. And then if you want Pelicans, you probably get a couple Pelicans. And there at least one Pelican I would recommend. And last but not least, at util, give me Lonzo Ball. $5,900 for him. He's still underpriced. And hopefully now he's going to see like 34 to 36 minutes. He was solid last game out, even though he shot bad. 3 of 12 from 3. He's going to take over all the ball handling responsibilities. Or in the first couple games, him and Holiday kind of like switched. They kind of like took turns who brings the ball up the court, but it should be Ball the entire time he's out there. He is the best point guard they have on the team, and they're going to need his defense. He could even match up against Harden because he's a good defensive player. So 59 is too cheap for another guy that has a chance to get you a triple-double. So you got triple-double upside with Lonzo Ball, Ben Simmons, even James Harden. And then you got insane value with Josh Hart, Josh Richardson, and Al Horford. So that's the update. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you want to show some love, be sure to hit the like button before you leave. And good luck today.